Another guy trying to get a deal. We hear Joe Burrow, he says that his contract is in the works, trying to figure out what that value is going to be. He's entering the final deal of his original rookie contract, got the fifth-year option in hand for next year as well. And typically this is the time that we see quarterbacks get that big money deal, the extension. We also have seen now other comparable deals to know what the quarterback market is going to be, with Lamar Jackson most notably and recently getting his deal done. So no way or no doubt, Joe Burrow is going to get this contract extension done with the Bengals before the start of this season.
No doubt. And I say that very confidently because Mike Brown, the owner of the Bengals, has a reputation for being cheap. And I don't think that's actually fair. I think Mike Brown will pay for greatness. And I think he understands that Joe Burrow is great. And he also understands there's a market. And Mike Brown's not trying to go against the market. Mike Brown wants to fit into the market. And Joe Burrow wants to be fit into the market, but he also wants to help his team. So he's dealing with a kid who understands how to be a teammate, who's a good teammate. Now, that doesn't mean he takes less money, but maybe he structures the deal like Jalen Hurts did that gives this team a lot of flexibility in cap room that they're going to need to have as they go forward because they're going to want to sign other players, right? They're going to want to continue this youthful experience that they have. They're going to want to bring it in. Now, they've had Joe Mixon on the team, and they haven't done anything with him because, you know, they kind of – everybody talks that they may make a move with him because his cap number. And they brought in other players. But I think when you break down this team and you see where they have in terms of their talent level, they've got to get – you know, they've got to do an extension for Jamar Chase. I think that's going to be critical. You know, and I think ultimately there was a lot of talk that they were going to make trades in the offseason with Boyd and all that. I think they'll pay the money that they have to pay to get the players that they need, and I think it'll be because Joe Burrow wants to do that.
And I think that he will still be the highest paid player at the position when he gets this deal done, that it will exceed that number with Lamar Jackson. Do you agree?
You know, I think on an average it could, just like Hurts is, but I think the spread and the cap number are going to be as critical, right? I think that's going to be as critical as anything because that allows you to have the flexibility. Because one of the things I think Joe Burrow knows more than anything is he needs to have those receivers around him that really help him. And T. Higgins being the main guy whose contract's up. So they're going to have to sign. They're going to have to sign Chase. They're going to have to sign. They brought Orlando Brown in. They're going to have to sign these guys because that makes the team better. And I think Mixon will be the guy that ends up losing out because they'll sign Higgins with Mixon's money.
Yeah, and you think about the quarterbacks that have had so much success by taking those more team-friendly types of deals. And obviously the number is nowhere near what Joe Burrow is going to get when you look at Patrick Mahomes and his deal, but how they've been able to sustain success in that spot. Cincinnati has gone to the AFC Championship each of the last 2 years, a Super Bowl appearance, and their quarterback in Joe Burrow over 4,400 yards and 34 touchdowns each of those seasons as well.
Go to VSiN.com/subscribe to become a VSiN Pro subscriber today.